Hello friends, welcome back to Rose Tarot and Astrology. I am your host Mel Rose, and today is Thursday, November 23, 2023. It is Thanksgiving here in the States, so happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate, which is a lot of us, even if we are a little bit hesitant about the problematic nature of Thanksgiving in the States. We are all aware that Thanksgiving is a holiday sort of based on colonization and the destruction of a certain cultural richness and I want to say advancement or progress we could have been making along those lines. So that can make us really hesitate at Thanksgiving to want to celebrate. On the other hand, this is a holiday about giving thanks for, like knowing what you're grateful for. So, I don't have to necessarily be grateful for colonization or the destruction of cultures and people to celebrate. I just have to be, grateful for what it is that I have. And it's also just a great way to, here in the States, it's how we kick off the winter holidays, right? Now through the New Year, we've got solstice, we've got Christmas, we've got this sort of festival of lights as the nights get darker. So it's a great time to get together and really reconnect with our friends and family, as we enter this time of year where we're kind of sharing and caring with everybody. And the sun is in Sagittarius, the moon is in Aries. We've got a very fiery vibe on our sides, friends. We've got a lot of initiative, enthusiasm. We have a lot of honesty on our side, vitality, willpower. I would recommend activities today. In my family, after we have a big meal, we like to go for a little walksies about the neighborhood and blow off some steam. It helps break up the day and also helps us digest our food a little bit. So there's that. Please remember that there's a fiery vibe today. So if you tend to get angry, or you have friends and family that tend to get irritable, that might crop up today. And the sun is making a square with Saturn today, so boundaries and limitations can arise and slow you down. And that doesn't mean that you can't persevere. It just means when you get frustrated, put your feet on the ground, take a deep breath, and remember again why you're grateful to be here, why you're grateful to be in this conversation with this person that you struggle with, or whatever the case may be. Now, there are those of us who are celebrating Thanksgiving. We're not celebrating Thanksgiving again at all, or who are doing it by staying alone at home or staying with friends or a loved one, just one or two of you at home where it's comfortable and you don't have to travel and deal with that stress. And hey, kudos to you. I'm staying home this Thanksgiving. I'm going to travel a couple hours up the road to Kansas City this weekend to see the rest of my family. But today, I'm here with my spouse, Mrs. Rose, and we're going to have a nice meal together and just chill out and be quiet, enjoy the things that we love, and think about what we're grateful for. And this is a good time to mention, I'm shuffling these cards the long way because they kind of asked me to. This is a good time to mention, the gratitude practice that we've taken up lately. My wife and I, when we go to bed at night, we lay together and we think about the things that we're grateful for, and we just talk about 2 or 3 things that we're feeling grateful for at that time. It's a really nice way to end the day, to get off to sleep. I feel less anxious and stressed when I wake up in the morning. So, there's a recommendation. A lot of people do a gratitude journal, and it seems like almost passé at this time to mention, gratitude journaling, but it's actually very effective. So if you are not the kind of person to actually sit down with a journal, it's okay just to, sit down and speak out loud, give some thought and some words to what it is that you're grateful for every day. But I want to let you all know that I'm very grateful for you today and every day. And I'm going to play 3 cards today. These are going to be the cards, hopefully 3 things that we have to be grateful for. Let's see what we've got going. The 6 of Cups. Okay, so this comes back to friendship, and it comes back to like these fond memories of the past, of childhood. Okay, these are good experiences that we had. You know, and whether the person, you know, in this scenario is like, maybe we're a child and somebody who's a little bit older, you know, sort of shares a little cup of love, or shares a cup of affinity, or shares a cup of friendship, does something very kind for us, that's surprising to us, and that's that makes us feel, you know, seen and understood, and like somebody is concerned about us. And that is really something to be grateful for, when we understand that we are not alone in this. Okay. And especially as children, when we understand that we were not alone in everything that we did, and that there was the kindness of others, of whether they were family or friends or just neighbors or people in school. You know, they say that it takes a village, right? And that kindness that we look back on, those old connections that we have with people, those old affinities that we have with people, that's really something that I'm grateful for, and that I hope you feel grateful for today as well. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about what we are nurturing, what we have grown. This is about our family. It's about our literal and proverbial gardens, what it is that what it is we're trying to create of substance for ourselves in our lives. And the Queen of Pentacles, you know, sometimes, often is posed, it almost looks, if you looked at her from a distance, you'd think that she might be pregnant, right? She's got that pentacle sitting there on her lap. And I think that's a little bit on purpose, right? Because this is very much about generative creative power and nurturing. So I'm going to say, you know, motherhood comes into this. Okay. Some of us have complicated relationships with our mothers. Sometimes some of us don't feel necessarily very, very grateful for our mothers. I know I sometimes have a challenging relationship with my mother, but I'll tell you what, I'm grateful for her. She gave birth to me, and I like who I am, right? So be grateful for those people who have given you life, even if it's just the life that they gave you. And be grateful for those people who have shown you nurture. Here we go again with this. People who have shown you kindness, people who have shown you nurture, people who have invested their heart and their will, their time and their wisdom in molding you, in helping you grow into a person of substance. Okay, so have some great gratitude for that, and have some gratitude. The white in this card is really about being armed and protected by your intuition and your instincts. Okay, so be grateful for your intuition and your instincts, your own wisdom that allows you to grow, nurture, and mold things, you know, mold people and things and life into something of substance for you. Okay. And the sun. All right. So this is just about being grateful for all the things that make us happy, right? This is the sun is our fuel cell. It is the source of life. Okay. And when we are the sun, you know, when the sun is out, which is all the time, the sun shines all the time. It just only shines on half the world at once, right? So when the sun is out, it is something to be grateful for. It is something to enjoy. We've got to soak up the sunshine to get that vitamin D, right? We're speaking literally now, but also figuratively, a sunny disposition, the ability to express joy and be happy in our hearts, the ability to harbor not just a sense of satisfaction, but a true sense that everything is really going to be okay. You know, that is hope, right? And that is joy. And that is sort of the purity of the sun's love for us, is that it's always giving, it's always there to receive. So let's be grateful for the joy in our hearts, the things that we have to be joyful for, and it's simply our capacity for joy, our capacity to receive the light of the sun, which we can think of as love, which we can think of in another way as nurturance, right? And also our ability to shine for others, to appreciate others, and to give our gifts of light and joy and nurture to other people. those are 3 great things to be thankful for. So, yeah, I feel like that really ties it up, and I'm glad it does, because I took kind of a long time talking at the beginning of this, but thank you so much for joining me. I hope you find thousands of reasons to be grateful for today. I hope you begin the day feeling grateful and end the day just feeling ever so much more depth in that gratitude. Wherever you are, or whatever it is, whoever it is that you're spending your time with, whatever it is that you're doing today, okay? Grateful for all of you in my lives, especially those of you who watch on the regular. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Give my love to you. Give my love to your friends, your loved ones, your families, and share that joy and gratitude today. Okay, friends, I'll catch you in the next video.